lot of the time, like I say, y'all never gave me a chance. Like I say, I think both of y'all bad, but y'all never gave me none.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, Slim, you're an attractive man. You're very
Why
handsome.
you ain't never gave me none?
Oh,
So you be making videos?
yeah, I'll make a video with my man.
Word.
You gotta stay on your.
I ain't got no OnlyFans.
Absolutely not.
It's not.
Why wouldn't y'all do OnlyFans? Y'all got boyfriends?
I don't. I am actually single.
What y'all doing tonight? I'm a nigga who got my shit together. Why y'all ain't give me none?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, he just missed 100% of the shots he did take.
Tell us the truth!
Rapper Slim Thug, man, Southern rapper Slim Thug, man, been talking real crazy, man, for a minute now. I thought he was just, man, maybe crashing out, midlife crisis, whatever, man. I didn't know what was going on with the brother. Maybe he, there's more rolled up in his roll up, man, than just trees. But I've seen a couple of clips that show, man, that this is just a brother who has red pill rage. And you might ask yourself, how does Slim Thug have red pill rage? First, let me say this. This is not a diss towards Slim Thug. This is a learning moment, a teachable moment based on his recent experiences and how it's changing his life. And some of the things he said, he's pretty much acknowledged that he's just learning to understand how women function. And you may say, how is that? Well, Slim has been getting money since high school. And so we're talking 20, 25 years, almost 30 years, he's been getting money. So he's been rich since he was 20. And he's been 6'6" since he was 20. So he's been rich, famous, and tall since he was 20 years old. He never needed game. He was a famous, rich man that was 6 feet, that was 6'6". He never needed game at all. All of the things that a woman is attracted to, he had them all. Well, all the things that the superficial women are attracted to, he had them all. And I say the superficial women because we'll find out that the superficial women, those are the women that he's attracted to. So I want y'all to understand, he's a self-admitted trick. He's a self-admitted sugar daddy. At this point in life, he calls himself Sugar Daddy Slim. We're going to hear him brag about all the things he does for his sugar baby. We're going to hear a bunch of things. But all these things simply represent a man who's having a hard time coming to grips with the reality of the fact that who he was is not who he is, and who he was wouldn't get him the same type of effect today that it had then. If he was Slim Thug the rapper and he dropped right now, yes, it would be some benefit to him for still being 6'6", still being rich and still being famous, but not nearly like it was back then, because back then, all of the tricks in the world didn't have access to the internet. So women had to go to where the tricks were, the All-Star games, the events, the Super Bowls, the whatever event there was, the rodeo in Houston. They had to go to the events. Now they can just be at home and post pictures and the tricks will come to them and DM them. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. We're going to see him go through a myriad of emotions here. We're going to actually watch him sit here and beg women for box. We're going to watch the way he jumped out and put on his cape for Megan Thee Stallion while he was shooting his shot at her. That didn't work out. He's finding out some serious things right now. And there's some learnable experiences here for everyone, because it's rare that we see a man go through red pill rage at this point after he's had years of success with women. But we're going to talk about why his red pill rage is just hitting right now. So let's get into it, man. So in this first clip, we're going to listen to the most recent clip. This is what made me realize that he has red pill rage. Listen to the way he just flashes out at everybody. He's going to be speaking with the red pill rage, where he's just starting to understand that these women will not necessarily sleep with you because you give them money, because there are guys out here who give them money with no expectation now. He's not understanding that tricks have ruined the game, even for the OG tricks.
Got my deed to my house. I completely own my house. I got an 800 credit score. I got global entry. I have American Express. I make well over $100,000 a year. All my cars is paid off. I have zero debt. Zero debt. Can your nigga say that? I don't have no student loan. I don't have none of that. You a lawyer, you got $1 million worth of student loan. I travel, we go out the country every month.
Now I want y'all to listen to how he said all of that and then said to the women, does yo ninja have that? Then he doubled down and said, Ninja, if you're a lawyer, you got all them student loans and all that. I want to tie that in to show you that he's saying this in anger toward the women. Think about this. I got all this. Does your ninja have that? Why would any man with all that success get online and be worried about what other men have that the women are dealing with? Because the women are not giving him the play he think they should be, because he doesn't understand the game has changed. Tricking is, you can't just be a sugar daddy no more. You got to be a full-fledged trick. You know how many women I've met, man, who tell me, man, that they've had men before that they could just call and get money and they ain't had to get a man nothing? They don't respect it.
And it's on Instagram. Yo, gal, your wife, she ain't been nowhere since she been with you. My sugar baby been to 24 countries. Sugar baby, 24 countries. You can't.
I want you to understand. Now, hold up. Let's go back.
Yo, gal, your wife, she ain't been nowhere since she been with you. My sugar baby been to 24 countries. Sugar baby, 24 countries. You can't with me in no form or fashion. Nobody can.
Now I want y'all to understand what this guy just said. He bragged about taking his sugar baby. Now this is a sugar daddy is a willing trick. A sugar daddy is a willing trick. So when you think about it, when you brag about what you've done with the woman that you have, where's all this anger coming from? But we'll get into the anger later. We'll get into the anger later when we see the begging, when we see the tricking that doesn't play out like this. When you brag about your sugar baby gun, bro, that ain't nothing to brag about. It represents a confusion. Like MPI said earlier, he's torn between being a trick and being a player. He want to talk player while being a trick. The problem is you can't talk player while you being a trick. You can have all of those things you want to, but you still have to take a woman with no commitment or anything on to 24 countries. When you accept that you're going to be a sugar daddy, you're accepting that your life with women is based on tricking. And so you can only get what you pay for. And if you don't get what you feel like you paid for, it makes you flash out because you don't understand women have changed. But let's get back into it.
Yo, ain't more romantic than me. I'm going to show you that on Valentine's Day. Yo, you ain't give back like me. I don't give a what school he went to, Harvard, all that bull. Listen, Big Slim is a king on earth. Any way you look at it. Yo, ain't on this 17th Rolls Royce. Yo, ain't just left the gym and on the way to run 3 miles today because he care about himself as a black man. Yo, ain't 6'6" tall. My babies, all of them over 6 feet. How tall you, kid?
6'6".
6'6". Got a 6 acre, and I got one that's gonna be who's 6 feet at 12. Genetics, mother.
All of these things only mean something to you. A woman does not care about how tall your children are, bro. You got a man who's never going to marry a woman. He says we're going to hear him say he never trusts a woman. He'll never trust a woman. So he's not even looking to have a wife and have more children. So what does his genetics have to do with anything? He's trying to sell himself to women, but he's talking directly to at least one woman. This is direct conversation to someone. Yo, ninja ain't got this. Yo, ninja ain't got this. It sounds like there was a woman that he thought would cheat with him because he paid her. And when he paid her, he didn't get what he wanted. But he's understanding now how women function. See, if you ain't never had to have game or understand women because you started off at the front of the race, when the time comes for you to understand women, it's going to be a pure culture shock to you. And what we're having right now is a man who's experiencing culture shock. But let's listen to him now begging for box, publicly begging for box, complaining about not getting box. Here's a man who is led by his lust. And there was a time when he can get as much loving as he wanted from women. But here's the thing Slim Thug has to understand. Yes, you're 6'6". Yes, you got paper. Yes. I mean, when it comes to, honestly, outside of rap, I mean, when it comes to fame outside of rap, I mean, I'm probably as famous as you are outside of rap. For people who don't listen to rap, there's content creators who are more famous. You know, there are more people. I mean, when you think about it, there's content creators that's more famous. Marcus Brownlee is more famous. I won't even put myself in it, but there are content creators that do tech and cameras and fishing and all of that are more popular. So your popularity is nowhere near where it was before, because there are other people who were in that position you were in. And I'll tell you this, if you listen to some of Slim's old music, this what's really got him caught up. If you listen to some of his old music, those rappers back then used to brag about how they had as much money as an NBA player. And that's true. Back then, you could have as much money as an NBA player because we're talking about a time, man. When I was growing up, Michael Jordan was the highest paid player in the league. I remember Michael Jordan made $30 million in 1 year, and he was the highest paid player in the league by far. It wasn't even close. Let's look at the highest paid player right now. Jason Tatum deal makes him the highest paid player in the NBA at $63 million per year. In the 25-26 season, Jason Tatum, Michael Jordan's most expensive contract was $35 million. That was his last cut. That was the contract before it started scaling down. He made $35 million in 1 year. Jason Tatum, who is not considered the best player in the league, that's either Jokic or maybe Giannis or somebody like that, but he's up there. He'll make double what Michael Jordan made when he made $30 million. So I want y'all to think about that. It ain't no rapper nowhere. Even their new rappers can't compete with athletes. And we've seen that athletes will trick. Man, athletes be knocking up women. Anthony Edwards just told a woman he knocked up, I don't even want nothing to do with the baby. Let's just get some child support established. He makes so much money, child support ain't nothing to him. He don't even care. He makes so much money, and if he stay healthy, he gonna make so much more money. He ain't even peaked and hit his most expensive contract yet. So when we think about it, bro, we got to remember that what athletes make right now, nobody's competing with them financially, and they're willing to trick. And there's also Bandman. Man, Bandman said the most he paid was $12,000. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, but Bandman is he in a new wave where he's just getting a bunch of money. I mean, he's an admitted scammer as well, but we talking about somebody that's getting new millions all the time. And you can't compete with that. So what all these things he's saying, he ain't finna give no woman $12,000. I guarantee you he ain't finna do that. These women don't care about your cars. They don't care about your crib. All they care about is the paper you willing to break them. So if you're going to be a trick today, man, you competing with some real tricks today, boy. You competing with some guys that don't have no limit of what they going to spend. They giving them babies. When you think about what you're willing to pay them, if a man's willing to put a baby in a woman, bro, he willing to break bread with her hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. If you pay $10,000 a year, man, that's $120,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. You're willing to pay a woman for 18 years. So even on the trick level, Slim can't compete no more. And I'm telling you, man, it's doing something to his psyche and it's making him angry. This was an angry rant. But let's listen to him beg for box now.
Fine. You fine. So I remember you was happy to be around, but some beautiful women. I done been in both of y'all DMs. I don't know who liked me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just shooting,
You are so crazy. So what is your type though?
Y'all my type, for real. A lot of women, y'all so beautiful and fine. Y'all ain't gonna cook them meals. If I been in y'all DMs and none of y'all gave me a chance ever. But y'all ain't gave me none.
When you say I done been in y'all DMs forever and y'all ain't gave me, you don't even know who like you. Man, dog is jumping in women DM and they not even responding to him. Like they leaving him on red, dog. And he's willing to go in public and admit that he's jumping in women DM and they're leaving him on red. This is why the red pill rage is coming from. Because if you go in a woman DM and then you go to her page and you see the type of dude she got, and then you like, what? He ain't got nothing near what I got. He ain't got nothing near what I got. And it's giving he's starting to figure out. He's really starting to figure out that the game for him is not the way it used to be. But we'll hear some more. We'll hear him talk about that a little bit later. Let's go.
A lot of the time, like I say, y'all never gave me a chance. Like I say, I think both of y'all bad, but y'all never gave me none.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, Slim, you're an attractive man. You're very handsome.
Why you ain't never gave me none?
Oh.
So you be making videos?
Yeah, I'll make a video with my man.
Word.
You gotta stay on your.
I ain't got no OnlyFans.
Absolutely not.
It's not.
Why wouldn't y'all do OnlyFans? Y'all got boyfriends?
I don't. I am actually single.
What y'all doing tonight? I'm a who got my shit together. Why y'all ain't give me none?
But
I'll take both of y'all down. I like y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like it should be. I mean, I would love to sit down and have a conversation.
No, thank you. Moving on.
When you sitting in a room with women, bro, and this is what guys be telling you in the dating game. Like guys in the dating game will say, "Yeah, man, look at Slim shooting his shots, man. Yeah, and here's the crazy shit they say. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, he just missed 100% of the shots he did take. Even with the money, even with the fame, even with all of that, this is what you men have to understand. if you're not developing yourself character-wise, if you're not developing yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, as well as financially, you got to develop yourself in all of those areas. Women do not care if you got your shit together, if you're just going to be a trick. Like you're just going to be a trick, they don't care. Now, you may say, well, BOA, that's you talking. You don't know what those women think. Well, we're going to hear these women tell him to his face that they wouldn't even be with him. He would make a good side dude. He's going to admit that he's a side dude. So if you're a side dude and you're willing to be a side dude and women are interacting with you like a side dude and you're willing to be a sugar daddy and you got a sugar baby, what is the problem? Bro, if you already got a sugar baby, why are you sitting here begging these women, complaining to these women that they don't give you the time of day? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, bro, this right here, it's the energy, man. Man, bro, the energy is everything. You can have whatever physical attributes you want as a man. You can have as much money as you want as a man. But if you don't have a level of confidence about yourself that's based on more than your stuff, then that's stuff confidence. It's easy to hide your lack of self-confidence behind stuff. But if you strip a man of all of his stuff, and here's the thing, when you've been successful your entire adult life, you don't know what the hell you would do as an unsuccessful if everything was just gone. You don't know what your character is because your character is hidden behind all of the stuff. You don't have to have character when you got stuff. You can pretty much get everything you need to have done if you have a certain level of finances. A regular cat got better chance with them joints. Why? Because a regular cat just gonna shoot at him. A regular cat just gonna talk to him. A regular cat gonna say something entertaining and amusing to him. A regular cat got game. What cats don't understand is that when you get to a certain point in life, you got to remember, and this is real talk right here, man. Women who sell themselves, who are willing to deal with tricks, just like a woman can age out of that game, as a man, you can age out of that game too. That's why when you go to other cultures and you see men living their lives, man, when they get to a certain age, they start wifing out. You know what I mean? About wifing out, I mean, man, they just settle down and grab them some young and tender man and they just chill. Only black men in America still be wanting to be tricks all up into their 40s and 50s. But I'm telling you now, a 50-year-old trick is going to get treated differently by a young woman who is just into tricks. A young woman who's into tricks, she has the highest standards in the world about what she's going to deal with. A woman who's just into tricks. Now, not a woman who's looking for a trick husband, a woman who's just looking to cycle through tricks. You understand? A woman who's looking to cycle through tricks, man, there's some young tricks out here. I'm talking about, man, listen, you look, like I said, the athletes, you look at the old boy who was with Bernice Burgos, man. You look at the old boy who got Drea Michelle pregnant, man. Still with her now. That's his old lady. He with her. She done call her a young, a young NBA superstar in the making, whose money is only going to go up higher and higher and higher. She ain't really looking at no 50-year-old. She ain't looking at no 50-year-old trick. She don't have to. The women who are older but still look good, they can still get the young tricks. And I think that's the issue that Slim is having right now. But let's listen to him. Admit that he's a trick and listen to the woman tell him, yes, you're only good to be a side dude. Peep game.
You really a sugar daddy?
I'm not going to be able to take you on these dates you want all the time. I will make sure when you deal with me, it will be beneficial. I'm going to give you some, hey, get your outfit, go to dinner with your girls. I'm going to make it make sense to make up for the time I'm not going to spend on the phone, doing whatever, because I'm a hustler. I got to get to the money.
I think you would make a good side.
Honestly, that's who I am.
You decide.
I done slept with wives, girlfriends. As a rapper, I've been having access to a lot of beautiful women and a lot of different women. I've been the side so long that I've lost trust for even having a relationship. It's hard to trust women, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of traumatized myself and it made me who I am today, Sugar Daddy Slim.
So do you see yourself ever getting married?
I don't think that's for me. We could be together forever though.
You sound like Oprah.
Just no paperwork.
No paperwork. No paperwork. Y'all so beautiful and fine. Y'all ain't gonna cook them meals for me and serve me.
We be cooking.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Well, that's on y'all because I've been in y'all DMs and none of y'all gave me a chance ever. So look, y'all look real good.
Thank you. We be in the gym.
You acting like you ain't seen us 50 million times.
Yeah, I'm just
You know he be
like,
forgetting, girl.
Yeah, I be forgetting. Yeah, I remind him.
Now I want y'all to think about the confusion that this man is going through. He wants a woman to view him like her man, but he wants to be the side dude. He wants a woman to sleep with him, but he ain't got no game. And he's, man, anytime, let me tell y'all something, man. The number one sign that a man has no game, no idea of how to interact with women at all on an even playing field, is when he sits and tells a woman, I got my shit together. When you sit and brag about, just talk to a woman about what your credit score is, or talk to a woman about what you own, and talk to her, man, women don't care about that shit, because these women right here, bro, they make a little money. You understand, man? Women make money today. This is not the 2000, bro. This ain't the early 2000s. Women get money today. You understand? Now, they don't know what to do with it. They don't manage it well. But, man, women get money. You know how many women I know, man, with fashion over deals? A woman ain't got to be famous to have fashion over deal. She just got to have a fairly decent following and be willing to post on a daily. You understand? Because those women sell more product than the stars do. The star, when it comes to a brand like Fashion Over, a woman who, let's say, a woman who in college, a woman who in college with, let's say, she got 50,000 followers. Man, she'll sell more Fashion Over on campus. She'll sell more Fashion Over at college parties. She'll sell more Fashion Over at the club. She'll sell more Fashion Over at a concert to her people or locally than some of these stars can move. So you got to understand, dog, women out here getting it. And so you talking about your credit score and all this right here, you trying to sell yourself with husband characteristics, but you only want to smash. I'm like, bro, if you just want to smash, you shouldn't have to tell a woman all that to sell yourself. It shouldn't even be necessary. But you got to remember, dog, when you realize that you actually need game to deal with women. And I say game. I used to didn't say game. Let me clarify. I used to stay away from saying the word game, but let's call it game because that's what everybody understand. If your ability to interact with women ain't based on the fact that deep down inside, you know you're a cold motherfucker, you're going to have issues when the money don't work. You're going to have issues when the fame don't work. You know what I'm saying? When you can't use the money and the fame, you got to use the game, baby. Then if you ain't got it, it's going to show. It's going to show. But let's listen to how, and I want you to see when he first said that, when he first said, you know, that's what you make a good side dude. He said, that's who I am. The dark skinned girl said, so you the side dude? You the side ninja? Bro, the man is letting women know he doesn't respect himself. Because if you're willing to be the side dude, man, you grimy, dog. The side dude is a grimy position. At this point, 20 years later, for this guy to still be willing to sleep with women's wives and all that, man, the man lives off desperation. There's a part of his masculinity that's missing. And I don't know what it is. There's a multitude of reasons that a man could be missing pieces of his masculinity that he needs to reimburse in his own mind by sleeping with as many women as he can. Like, there's only one reason that a man will be sleeping with as many women as he can, and it's because it makes him feel like a man. There's no other reason. No man is, and now you could have some psychological issues or some physical issues where you just, you're a nympho or something like that, but let's be realistic. That's not really likely to happen for the most part. Most times a man has a hole in his masculinity and he needs to fill it by sleeping with as many women as he can. This is the same one who told him later when he said, we could talk about it. She said, no, I'm good. Let's listen to that. You got see, and he don't even understand that these women are they sly away dissing him. They're like, bruh, it ain't a snowball chance in hell. But when you ain't got no game, you're not even self-aware of the situation when it comes to dealing with women, dog.
What is your type, though?
Y'all my type, for real. I mean, I would love to
And you
sit down and have a
know.
conversation.
No, thank
but
you.
don't
Moving
want to.
on.
When you think about it, man, like the problem is, man, when you're a man out here, bro, and you got to this age, you shouldn't still be led by your wood when you get to this age, man.